Hello there. Happy New Year to all of our whole school community, and I do hope that you did manage to enjoy some of the festive season. We are exceptionally disappointed that we won't be welcoming our young people back to school just now due to the announcement from the First Minister. However, we have a very, very different learning offer for our young people, which you've had information out, but I thought it would be helpful if you had some voice to it as well. What will be different this time? Well, all of our young people have iPads now and they all have access to Wi-Fi. This means that we will be able to do learning online, so our young people will be able to follow their timetables as normal. When will this start? Well, you'll need to get the alarm set. 8:45 on Monday morning is when we go live. So over the weekend, get the iPad out, get it charged, check that young people can log on, check that they can access Teams. There is help available on our school website, and I've got a wee screenshot there of where you will find that information. What if your young person does need help with their iPads? Because we all forget passwords, we all forget how to get on. Staff will be available in school on Monday and Tuesday mornings at the following times. Please make sure that your young person comes along at these times. We need to be very, very clear about social distancing, about hygiene protocols, so that we are keeping everybody absolutely safe. So please stick to the times there. Thank you. Also make sure that they do bring their iPad along. I know that seems obvious, and that it's fully charged if at all possible. We think all young people do have access to Wi-Fi. However, if that's not the case, can you please just call the school office and let us know, and we'll be able to provide some support with this for you. What should young people expect? Well, S4, 5 and 6 young people, it is exceptionally important that they get online and follow their courses. We will be covering new content from Monday, i.e. their courses are moving on. We won't be able to revisit this content when we reopen, because we, during the lockdown time, are getting young people ready for assessment for evidence for SQA. So they need to be online, they need to be following their timetable, and they need to be doing all the work that has been set, so that when we reopen, they are able to come in and sit the assessments and have evidence for SQA. There are a few wee exceptions to the S5-6 and S4 timetable. So S5-6 will only have personal and social education once with the pastoral care teacher, and they'll be told what period that is. When they usually have the other period of social education and private study, then they will be able to complete homework and assignments they have been set. For S4 young people, they will only have personal and social education with a pastoral care teacher once only, and again will be told what period that is. They will not have core PE, but please ensure that those who are studying PE as a subject at National 4 and National 5 level are still attending their classes online. They won't have core RME either. This means that they can use these 3 periods for homework and working on assignments as set. For S1 to S3 young people, they will be following their normal timetable with the exception of PE. They will only have 1 period of contact of PE with their PE teacher, because having them sitting online doing PE isn't really what we want them to be doing either. During that first contact period of the week with their PE teacher, they'll be given ideas of activities, etc., that will help them keep a healthy body and mind during this lockdown. And they can then use the other periods when they have PE to either take part in an activity if that's suitable within the house or suitable in the local area, or again catch up on some work for their other subjects. I know you'll be asking, how will I know if my young person's completing work online? Well, that's easy. We will contact you by telephone to let you know. What if a member of staff is unwell? We all know we are in the middle of a pandemic just now, and some of our staff will be unwell. If that happens, then there are arrangements in place for work to be posted in Teams. So they will log on to their team as normal, there will be a message there that a member of staff will put on, and that will direct them to perhaps a pre-recorded lesson or a different task which relates to the work that they are doing. They'll be able to post any questions in the chat, and they will be answered when the member of staff returns. Will I still see work in Satchel 1? I know a number of parents really like Satchel 1 or Show My Homework, which was its old name, because they can see what tasks that young people have to do. All tasks and resources will now be in Teams so that young people are accessing everything in the same place. Staff may post deadlines in Satchel 1 if they think it's appropriate, but it should be noted that that won't be the normal. But you will be able to have a look in your young person's team and be able to see what work they're carrying out. What if you need to contact us about anything? Unlike the previous lockdown, our office staff will be in school every day. So please call, or if it's more convenient, then use the email address on the screen. There will always be either a deputy head teacher or a pastoral care member of staff in school every day who will be able to respond to queries. But please do remember that they will also have a teaching commitment, and that initially we might have a large number of inquiries, so it may take a while to get back to you, but I can assure you we will do so as quickly as we possibly can. We may also just be in touch with you just to check in and see if there's anything that we can do to help. We do have a concern that not all young people will take this maybe as seriously as they should, and maybe not behave responsibly online. However, with your support, I am sure that we can make everybody safe while they're online. All parents and carers and young people have signed the acceptable use copy, and there's a copy on the school website if you've forgotten what that said, and that needs to be adhered to at all times. If young people aren't behaving responsibly, then they'll be given a warning through the chat, and then they may be removed from that particular lesson. If it becomes a bigger issue, which I'm certain we won't get ourselves into this position, then it could be that they are simply provided with paper copies of lessons to collect from school and to return them. But as I said, we do hope that this does not happen and that we are able to carry on learning responsibly online. Thank you very much for your time with this. Please do get in touch if you have any questions or any queries. But also, please do remember, this is a huge transition for us. We closed on the 22nd of December, teaching face-to-face, and over the past 3 days, our staff have prepared to go online and to teach lessons live. There will be hiccups with this, particularly in the early days, so please bear with us as we get these ironed out. I can absolutely assure you that we are working and doing our best to make sure that the learning for our young people has little disruption as possible over this lockdown, and I know that we can rely on your support to help us do so. Thank you.